Okay, so I ran out of ideas and this is basically my tier list of what I'll be checking it out in spring season 2022. Hope you guys enjoy it. Spoilers, you won't. Alright, so Rising of the Shield Hero. It is a difficult choice. But hear me out. I'm gonna put it on A. The reason why I have not that high expectations, oh by the way, this is not like how good the anime is, but this is like what I expected of how good it would be. Like, by the looks of someone who is like trash isekai. And here's the thing, although Rising of the Shield Hero was a really good isekai, it really fell off after the Maltese Judgment. Their opponent of the final arc was really good, but it felt like they lost their objective. Like the Shield Hero already rised up, so what now? They are basically just doing like RPG things in this world, which is kinda RPG-like. That's it? Or they are really doing something relevant for the world, or he's really gonna like fall down again and have to rise up. It is strange, it isn't a difficult situation. It might be a low D because although it is a good show, it will lack like an objective, but if they got it, it would be like certainly a, not an S, but certainly an A. So I'm giving like I'm expecting the anime to prove me wrong, so that's it. I'm gonna give it an A. Data Life Season 4, nope. I truly recommend people to watch Bookworm. It's like a really good isekai. I will probably put an S. I watched only the first season, I didn't check the second, but I got a third one. And it's a cozy but great isekai. It does a really good job in being what it is. It's a really underrated show and more people should watch it. This is like I have the same expectations of a good show as I had in the first season. Great isekai, I truly recommend everyone checking it out. If you're a fan of the power of fantasy, it might not be for you. If you're isekai trash, this probably be like just fine for you. Just like me. Alright, so fell in love and I tried to prove it. I don't know if this is the name, I'm sorry. But I remember watching the first season of this show and I dropped it. Not because it wasn't funny, it was just boring. I mean, for a comedy show, they really went to stretch out how, I don't know, it took too long to the jokes to crack. I give it like a C tier because people can find it funny, comedy is subjective, but for me it wasn't that big of a deal. If I watch the whole first season, I'll probably check it out, the second one, just to see if it improved or not, so yeah, I think I'll give it a C. No, Kaguya-sama Season 2 will go to an S. I mean, this is basically, if Kaguya-sama's first season was already really good, Season 2 made it perfect for me, and this anime I have high expectations for. It really blends well, not only the romance, but also the development of characters. How many times did we see in a romance the characters just doing usual stuff and forgetting that, oh wait, we have a plot to move on? They also made like some really great episodes to develop some side characters and give them the importance they deserve. The side characters are not there just to give the same joke over and over again, differently from some anime that I'm gonna talk about. But in Kaguya-sama, it really feels like the things are moving on and it's just on point. It's perfect. The comedy, I love it. The romance, I love it. And the characters are great. High expectations for this, probably go like the best one in this season for me. God damn it. Okay. Talking about average romances. Okay, so hear me the thing. This is one of the waifu of the season shows. You know it. My Dress Up Darling was one. Nagatoro was one. Nozaki-chan was one. But the difference from all the ones that I mentioned is that My Dress Up Darling was the only one that gave us something else than the waifu. The anime really went out to show us how cosplay is developed, how it's hard to do it, and to flesh out its characters and their difficulties. Not only showing us the daily things, the daily problems that the characters will go like, and giving us some like cute moments with them or some funny moments with them. My Dress Up Darling really went like all over, not only in animation but also music, but also details. It really felt like they made their research for doing the show. I didn't finish Jack-chan, I didn't finish Nagatoro, and I'll probably not finish, I don't know the name of the show, but you know it. But I will never know if I don't check out. And I mean, you never know. It might be good, it might be not. Although it is, I'll give it a better go. It will not be an A tier like Rising of the Shield Hero, and will not be a C tier. So definitely a B. Here's the thing, I'm not much of a fan of mystery shows. Detective, I don't know. I'm really a sucker for this. Although this one really caught my attention, I might check it out. I'll give it a B, but higher than Week Romance. Summertime Render, if I just remember the name. Yeah. I'm just a sucker for this. I'm a trash isekai, I'm sorry. Alright, so a show about girls having an adventure in a fantasy world. It's certainly something, but I feel like it's also nothing. It's just a group of ninja slash powerful girls having an adventure in a fantasy world. It might be something I might be missing out, but honestly, I don't have nothing for this. I'm just gonna give it a C. This is almost the same as the one before. It's like a cozy anime about girls living in an RPG kind of world where the Demon Lord was defeated in a magic school. Don't get me wrong, it's garbage, but it does resemble Isekai, so that makes it better. This one looks way prettier. We don't work like that. This one's look kind of, you know, cheatier. That's isekai. It feels isekai. If you are isekai trash, you can feel it. So I'm gonna give it a B. Low B, but I'll give it a B. The greatest demon lord being reborn as a typical nobody is an isekai where the demon lord was so powerful that he decided to commit sudoku and being reborn in the future. But the thing is that everyone got weaker, so his plan of being reborn as someone average failed, and he's now overpowered again. It's trash isekai, you know it, I know it. I beat. This is kind of interesting. It's one of those throwbacks of the Romeo and Julieta thing, but here's the thing, they are both generals of their fleets, which are both like enemies of each other. It might be good, or by the looks of it might be terrible. We will only know if we watch it, so also gonna give it like a low B. When you think of Harem, usually it's not a good sign. But recently, Harem has given me a hope, I would say. It was giving some good takes. Kitensensho Quintuplets was really a good anime. I just watched the first season, unfortunately didn't check the second. What I know is that Harem has become what I was expecting it to be since the beginning, which is giving us a roast of characters in which they all have a romantic interest in the main character, and basically the main character has to choose from all of these ones which he thinks is objectively the best. Usually not this goes, but I mean everyone has their waifu, but it may not be the one that the main character chooses. But I like this, it makes us cheer for the main girl, and this was a thing that I thought that Harem was all about. It was not a romance, it was a sports anime. So they never learn. Kitensation Quintuplets, even Ren a Girlfriend, they all gave us this new kind of harem anime in which you just pick a girl and cheer for it. Honestly, this might beat it. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think so, but harem anime is going in a rise, slow, but it's still a rise, so I'm gonna give it a chance. I'll put it in high C. No, but it's totally better than... Here's the thing. This is high C, this is low B. Yeah. I'm not sure what it is, might check it out, see it later. I'm not sure what it is, might check it out later. Trash Sakai, I'm totally % watching. Okay, sorry, I'm not gonna put it there. Okay, so the main character is reborn as a skeleton, and that's the premise. It is isekai, you know where this is going, but it really seems like a good one. It reminds me of the Faraway Paladin, where although it is isekai, it has soul, different from all the other ones. It is not the same as the Demon Lord being reincarnated and being just overpowered. This delivers you more than just the power fantasy stuff. It's not generic isekai number 187. It's better than this. I can feel it. So that's why I give it a high A. It is not an S, but it is an A. I think this would be like a good watch for isekai fans. Okay, so some time ago, I don't know which year it is. Give me a sec. So, you guys remember this? I remember watching this in like spring 2017. And this feels almost like the same thing all over again. Like the witch, the time. I don't know if they're connected. I don't know if they are from the same author. They probably are. But I'll probably be checking it out because of that anime from spring 2017. It's been 5 years. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. But anyway, I'll be checking it out. I don't know where to put this. I'm not checking out this because I think it is a cool. I mean, it sounds like a cool anime, but at the same time, generic power fantasy. But I'm mostly checking out because of that old anime. Zero Kara Hajimeru. I forgot the name. Grimoire of Zero. That's the name. I'm mostly checking because of these, so yeah. I'm gonna put it like mid B. It might be good, might be not, I don't know. I'm just checking because of it. I'm really curious. Because it really brought back this anime of mine. I'm watching so much anime. Like, this is not a sequel, but at the same time feels like one. I don't know. Anyway, if you watch it, Grimoire of Zero, this might be a good anime to check it out because it feels like it is from the same author. It has two characters that I saw in Grimoire of Zero. I'm just curious. I'm sorry. This is 100% a personal take. Aharen-san is cozy. I like it. It gives me the same feeling of Senpai ga Yuzai that was like from last season. I think 2 seasons ago, we can all say, in which we have these two different characters that kind of opposites, even in height, and they are friends and try to give them best of each other. Although Senpai I feels like how they're always fighting, this one feels like they're always causing havoc. I don't know. It might give those feelings. I like the art style. I'm gonna give it a go. It is an low A. It is better than Trash Isekai, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, it might be a good comedy. I'm gonna give it a low A. Okay, so this is one of the shows that it feels like Trash Isekai, but it's just plain fantasy, which is weird because Trash Isekai is just plain fantasy. That's basically it. The hero decided to not be a hero anymore and now was working for the Demon King. And basically, it might be fun for checking out 3 episodes, but I'm not expecting much. It will be as good as these fellas. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is usually how it works. I read 1 chapter of Spy X Family and I knew it. Okay, this is getting an anime adaptation. It will be amazing. It will be amazing. This show, I don't want to spoil it, but believe me, Spy X Family is such a great show in premise, concept. It's getting a really good adaptation by the looks of it. I didn't watch the trailer, although I saw that was made by Beat Studios and Cloverworks, which Cloverworks the one doing My Dress Up Darling and Yakebi-chan this season. Although something called Promised Neverland Season 2 happened, so this might have the same. Not much in story, but in like animation, maybe they don't give it like the proper care that it deserves. So there are so many variables in an anime. So although I really hype it, I'm also being careful to not be so much hyped up. Basically, that's it. I give it an S either way. It's a fantastic series, and even if the anime is bad, I'm just gonna read the manga because the manga is great. Okay, so this will be strange, but I'm not watching season 2 of Komi-san. Don't get me wrong, Komi-san is a great anime, but I'm not its target audience. Hear me out. You already saw this, like it is in the tier list. We have these romances that really focus more on the evolution of the things, or how the things develop actually, in which although we are seeing the day after day of the characters, they are having their improvement. This is clearly happening. It's not much about only this situation in which the characters are subjected to, but more of how they impact their romance, how they impact their characters. Even the side characters can have some really good improvement, and this really shows how good of a show this romance might be. Or we can have that romance then all the characters are like the same thing in different situations, and all the side characters are just like punch joke, they are always the same without any change whatsoever. Alright, they might change for one episode or two, but that's it. Komi-san feels like this. It is good if you like the characters. I can see how people love Komi-san. I'm just not the target audience of it. I want to see something more fleshed out, in my opinion. But it is a good show. For me, it is not different from this. I'm just gonna check probably some episodes and that's it. Odd Taxi, it's probably anime of the year. It was anime of the year. Yeah, it was anime of the year. It's fantastic. I'm gonna give it like highest tier. The movie probably gonna be incredible. I'm gonna check it out. I recommend everyone watching Odd Taxi. And that was it. That's my tier list of anime to watch from spring season 2022. Remember, I have trash taste and I'm also a isekai trash enthusiast, so this is all my garbage.